In today's video, we are looking at the order of adjectives. If you have not watched the instructional video on this, please do that first, or this will not make a lot of sense. Order of adjectives is practice 3, and that starts on page 6. So if you will turn with me to page 6, we'll take a look at this. I would have the little sequence line that we made in the instructional video handy so that you can see what you need to see, the order. We talked about the proper order for adjectives, and you need that in front of you to see. But just as a reminder, let's review what adjectives do. Remember, adjectives describe nouns or pronouns, but they tell how many, which one, and what kind. Read the sentence. Jack looked under a rock and found 5 small white worms in the dirt. Which words are adjectives? Let me just go through these individually. This is a good time to practice. The answer here is B. But let's talk about what the other words are as well. You can go ahead and mark B as the answer, and we'll come back to that in just a second. Jack is a noun. Looked is a verb. Under and in are both prepositions. Anywhere a mouse can go, prepositions. Rock and dirt are both nouns. So the adjectives here, 5 is a number. Small, how would we describe that one? That is a size. White, white is color. Okay. And these are in the proper order. If you check your little foldable piece, you will see that number before size, before color is proper. Number 2, which sentence is written correctly? Correctly. The snow hangs heavily on the green, lovely, fresh branches. Green, lovely, and fresh are adjectives. Snow hangs heavily on the new, lovely branches sparkling. That really doesn't even make sense. That one just doesn't even sound okay. The fresh, sparkling snow, those are adjectives, hangs heavily on the lovely green branches. The snow hangs heavily on the spruce, lovely green branches. So I can eliminate B just because it doesn't make sense. Let me read that one again. The snow hangs heavily on the new, lovely branches sparkling. That doesn't make sense. So I'm going to eliminate B. Let's look at the order of the adjectives. Color, lovely, lovely. How would you describe that one? I'm going to call that an opinion. You may not agree with me that the branch is lovely, but that is my opinion or the author's opinion. Fresh. How would you describe fresh? That's a condition. So we have color, opinion, condition. Those are not in the correct order. Opinion is second. That comes after number, so that one should be near the front of this sentence. The fresh, that's a condition. Sparkling, how would we describe sparkling? I'm going to call that a condition also, I think. Let me double check. I think that would be fine. We can call that a condition. Lovely, that's an opinion. Green is a color. So we have condition, opinion before color. That one is looking like a possibility. D, let's look at this one. The snow hangs heavily on the spruce. That's a type or material. That's what they're made of. And lovely is an opinion. Green is a color. So D is out of order. That is not going to be it. C is the one that you want to use. And I know this is tricky. You really have to concentrate and think through these, and it's still tricky. So don't sweat it too much. Let's just do the best we can. Read the sentence. Anna wrote short, inspiring 3 nature poems. Anna wrote short, inspiring 3 nature poems. Which adjective is in the wrong order? So you can probably hear it if you read it aloud, but let's follow our rules and see what we come up with. I know 3 is a number, and numbers come first in lines of adjectives, so I'm going to go with that one as my answer. That one should be the first adjective in the list. We want it to say Anna wrote 3 something poems. Okay, short. Let's think about short, and I'm deliberately giving you time to think about that. Short is size. Inspiring. Inspiring. We could call that condition. We could also call that opinion. We may disagree on that. I think maybe I better call it condition. Nature. Nature would be the purpose. You could even maybe call it the material. It's the subject matter of the story or the poem. I'm going to call it material. It's what it's about. But number should be the first one. This is the one that is clearly out of place, and you can hear it when you read it. Let me read it correctly. Anna wrote 3 short, inspiring nature poems. You hear that sounds so much better when you move that number adjective into its proper position. Number 4. Read the sentence. It was raining, so I put on my vinyl new shiny green raincoat. Here is a list of adjectives. Let's figure out what each one of them is. Vinyl is the material that the raincoat is made of. New. New. New would be, I'm going to say, its age. Shiny is a condition. Green is a color. So we have material that is definitely out of place. That one should be next to last. The material one should be toward the end of the list. So A is our choice here. Material should not come before age, condition, and color. Number 5. Read the sentence. The volunteers worked together to move the heavy round metal tables. Heavy round metal tables. Heavy round metal. Those are adjectives. Heavy. Heavy is a condition. Round is a shape. Metal is material. And actually, guys, I'm going to change. It's not a condition. Sorry, let's try. I don't know what I'm thinking. Heavy is size. So we have size, shape, material. Those are in the proper order. If I wanted to insert the word for, where would it go? For is a number. It's a quantity, an amount. Number. And we know that numbers go first. It would have to sit right in here. The volunteers worked together to move the 4 heavy round metal tables. So it would come after the word the. It's going to sit right in there. Number comes first in a list of adjectives. Number 6. Which sentence is written correctly? Dan listened to complaints about the cardboard crushed boxes. Sylvia chose the red cotton large t-shirt. We were confused by the complicated cooking instructions. I believe everything that my teenage wise sister tells me. So let's look at these. Cardboard is a material. Crushed is a condition. Those are in the wrong order. It doesn't sound very good either. Red, that one's easier than some of the others. That's a color. Cotton is a material. So we're okay so far. But size is out of place. Size should come before color. So this one is not in the correct order. We were confused by the complicated. That's a condition. Cooking. This is a tough one. Cooking. How would you classify this one? Cooking. Purpose. That's the purpose of the instructions. So we have condition before purpose, and that is correct. Teenage, that's going to be age. Wise. Wise is an opinion. If you're describing someone, you may think they're wise and I may not. So those two are not in the correct order. Okay, number 7. Read the sentence. The child grabbed the small orange blank baskets. Which word follows the correct adjective order and completes the sentence? Small is size. Orange is color. So for this last one, we have choices of pattern, origin, material, or purpose. Okay, so let's look here. Plastic, that's a material. Round, round is a shape. 5 is a number. Old is an age. So the only one of those that matches what we can use is material. So I would say that A is a possibility. We could use plastic in that blank, but none of the others. The others would mean that the order is wrong. Number 8. Which sentence is written correctly? That was a useful introduction speech. Have you seen that British funny television show? Call us when you receive your red new bicycle. She wore a plaid beautiful scarf. So I'm going to mark the adjectives in these sentences. Okay, and then we need to think about the order of adjectives. So if you have your foldable piece where you can see the order on that sequence line, let's look at that. Useful is an opinion. What I find useful, you may not. Introduction, I would call that the maybe condition. It's the type. It's what kind. So this one is in the correct order. Opinion should come right after number. Have you seen that British? That is origin. Funny is an opinion. I might think it's hilarious and you may not. That's an opinion. And television, I think I will call that purpose. You could also call it condition. I think also back here I'm going to mark out condition for that one. The purpose of that speech was an introduction. I get those two a little confused sometimes. B is not correct because of the placement of funny. Opinions should go before origin or purpose. So B is not the answer that we want. Call us when you receive your red, that's color, new bicycle, and that's age. But our timeline tells us that age should come before color. So this adjective is in the wrong place. Therefore, C is not the answer. In D, she wore a plaid, beautiful scarf. Plaid is a pattern. Beautiful is opinion. You may say that scarf is beautiful, and I may think that it's not beautiful, or vice versa. So opinions should come after numbers. Opinions are in that first few words of adjective series. So D is not the answer. Our answer for this one is A. And my ear really tells me that. It's the one that sounds okay. The others sound funny to me. So if you're doing this on a test and you don't have time to write out all the things I'm doing, that's okay. If you have to, make a guess based on the one that sounds the best. And most of the time, that's going to help you pick the right answer. So don't fret about this. Just pick the one that you think it is and move on. Number 9, read the sentence. He donated 5 new winter coats to the shelter. So coats is the noun, the plural noun. Here are the adjectives. 5 new winter. Where should the adjective black be placed in the underlined section? So if I want to insert the color, black is the color, where would I insert that in this line? So let's look at the line of adjectives. 5, that is the number. That has to be the first adjective. New is age. Winter is purpose. So those are fine. They're in the right order. But we want to know where we would put a color in that line. Well, color comes after age, but before purpose. So color would have to go right there. If you want to add color, it needs to go into that space right there. So I would say after new, but that's not one of my choices. So before winter would be my choice on this one. These are not easy questions. Lots of people, even people who are very good with the English language, don't know these rules. So if you're struggling with these a little bit, you're perfectly normal. And please talk to your teacher if you need more help with this. Number 10. Read the sentence. Jason placed the damaged metal cooking old spoon in the trash. So we have damaged metal cooking old spoon. You can probably hear, maybe you can hear the one that is out of place. There's one of them that just sounds funny. But let's use our rules and we'll see what we're looking at. Damaged is condition. Metal is material. So those two are okay. Materials should come after conditions. Cooking is purpose. Purpose comes last. So that's okay. Old is age. And I'm in a very bad habit this morning of highlighting my noun. I've had to correct myself a couple of times on that. Spoon is the noun. I didn't mean to highlight that one. So there are 4 adjectives. Which one of them is in the wrong place? You got it. Age should not be last. Purpose should be last. Age would come after. Number, opinion, size, and shape. So age should sit right there. It should say, Jason placed the old damaged metal cooking spoon in the trash. Old is the adjective that is in the wrong place. Refer to that memory piece, guys, that we made in the lesson video. If you don't have that, go back and watch the lesson video, and this will make more sense. However, on the test, you're not going to have that piece. So you just have to do the best you can. If you can memorize things, that's great. I was never able to memorize very well. So I know this is tough. I really do. Practice will help, and to review it often is another good way to learn. All right, number 11. Read the sentence. Who drives that old dented blank truck? Who drives that old dented blank truck? So they want us to put an adjective in that sentence, I'm assuming. Let's look at our choices and see. Is it large, loud, blue, or amazing? Which word follows the correct adjective order and completes the sentence? So let's look at our adjective order. We have old, dented, truck is the noun. Old is its age. Dented is its condition. It's not new and shiny, or it could be new and shiny, but it's dented. So then we have large, which is a size. Loud, this is an interesting one. Loud is a condition, I would say also. Color, that's blue. And amazing. Amazing is an opinion. To me, if it's dented, it's probably not amazing. But to you, if it's the truck you wanted all your life, it's still amazing, even if it's dented. So that's an opinion. The question is, which one of those types can follow in that blank? So it has to happen after condition. We have size, that can't be it because size is the third in order. Loud, blue is the color. That could definitely fit in the blank. Amazing is opinion, and that would come even before age, so that one cannot be. We could put blue in here because blue is a color. Number 12. Which sentence is written correctly? We found 10 brown antique perfume bottles under the tarp. We found 10 antique perfume bottles under the tarp. We found large antique beautiful perfume bottles under the tarp. We found glass dusty tin perfume bottles under the tarp. Okay. I am not seeing a correct answer on this one, but maybe I'm just not seeing it. Let's break it down and see. It's early in the morning, so I could be just mistaken here. 10, of course, is number. How many? Brown is color. Antique is age. Perfume is purpose. So that one is not in the right order. Number, age should come next. Okay. In B, we found 10. That is number. Antique is age. Perfume is purpose. And color is brown. So this one's all out of order. Purpose should be last. Purpose is the one that needs to be moved. It should be moved to the end. We found large, that's size. Antique is age. Beautiful is opinion. Perfume is purpose. So size, age, opinion is out of place. It should be the second one, or in this case the first adjective. Alright, D, we found glass, that's material. Dusty is a condition. So there's a problem. 10 is number. And perfume is purpose. So material is out of place. I don't see a correct answer here. Let me look at the answer key and see what they say. When all else fails, look at the key. Number 12. They say it's A, that the adjectives follow the usual order of number, color, age, and purpose. That's not the usual order. The usual order would be number, age, color, and purpose. I think they may have a misprint here, and perhaps I'm wrong. I'm a math teacher and I maybe am not seeing it, so please feel free to talk with your teacher. But I'm going to say on this one that I don't see a correct answer. According to the rules that I know and that are presented in the text, I don't think any of these are correct. They say it's A, but I don't see how it can be A because antique is the age, and that cannot happen before the color. Sorry about that. I haven't found that before. Okay, number 13. It says to read the sentence. The man spoke with a pleasant, slow, syrupy drawl. Where should the adjective southern be placed in the underlined section? So the adjectives are pleasant, slow, and syrupy. The word a is also an adjective. It's called an article. A, an, and the are special words. They are used so often in English that they have a special name, and they are articles. So articles are going to come at the beginning, always. So I'm not even going to highlight that one. Even though it's an adjective, it has to come up front. It's an article. So pleasant, that's going to be an opinion. Slow is going to be, I will say, a condition. And syrupy, I guess I'll have to call that one a condition also. It would be a material if we were talking about a food or a recipe, but if you're describing someone's voice, I would call that a condition. So we want to place the word southern. Southern. Southern is origin. Where does the accent come from? So origin should follow conditions. I would put it right in there. Origins after condition. So I'm going to say after syrupy. So let's read our sentence and see if that makes sense. The man spoke with a pleasant, slow, syrupy southern drawl. That sounds good. I like that sentence. Those adjectives are very good adjectives. They create a very good picture in my mind. Number 14. Which sentence is written correctly? The leaves were covered in a yellow, waxy, thick substance. Pitch pine trees have gray, thick, rough bark. Pretty red wildflowers grew on the side of the road. The pink, sturdy buds push outward at the end of the branch. So let's take a look at these types of adjectives. Yellow is color. Waxy is a condition. They're not literally made of wax. That would be a material. And thick, I'm going to use that one as size. So is this one in order? It is not in order. It's actually backwards. It should be size, condition, and then color. So these two are out of order. Therefore, A is not my answer. Pitch pine trees. So both of those I would describe as, actually I wouldn't. Let's call this a condition and this a material. So that's in the right order. No problem with that. Gray is a color. Thick is a size. And rough is a condition. So we have color before size, and we can't do that, before condition. So color is out of place here. Therefore B is not my choice. Pretty is an opinion. Red is a color. Opinion before color, that's a good one. So C is correct. And let's look at D to see what's going on. Pink is a color. Sturdy is a condition. And do you see what I've done again? Buds is a noun. We don't want to highlight that. Condition should come before color. So those two are opposite of what they should be. So C is the answer to number 14. Number 15. Read the sentence. Pascal flipped through musty old 3 French books he found in his grandfather's office. Okay, so we have musty old, 3, and French. Which adjective is in the wrong order? Musty is a condition. It smells like the basement. Old is the age of the books. So I have condition and then age. There's a problem already. Number and origin. So we want number to come first. And unless they're counting this as an opinion. They actually have two of them that are out of place. Again, let me check the answer key. I believe the answer they're looking for is 15 because numbers should, I'm sorry, is C. Numbers should always come first. They are calling musty an opinion. I'm sorry, I'm calling it a condition. So there's the difference. So it should say 3 musty old French. 3 is the one that's out of place. To me, musty is not someone's opinion. But I guess it could be because it's based on smell. It may smell musty to you and not to me. So they're calling that one an opinion, and that's why my situation was a little bit different there. But 3, the number, must be the first adjective in the list. Okay, number 16. Read the sentence. Those blue ceramic blank dishes were a wedding gift. Blue is a color. Ceramic is a material. So the only thing that could fit here is a purpose. What are the dishes for? So which word follows the correct adjective order and completes the sentence? 2 is a number. Large is a size. Serving is a purpose. And beautiful is an opinion. So the one of those that fits that purpose description is serving. So this is what the sentence would sound like with that new adjective placed. Those blue ceramic serving dishes were a wedding gift. So what we're saying is that serving needs to go in as that third adjective. Okay, we are at the end of this very difficult lesson. Please contact your instructor if you have questions. I also encourage you to discuss number 12 with your instructor because I still just don't see how that can be a correct answer. Again, they say the answer is A. I'm not going to color that in because I strongly disagree there, but that is what the book is saying it to be. All right, in the next lesson, I believe we're looking at reflexive pronouns and adverbs. I'm not sure. I believe that's coming. But I will see you soon, and we will continue to learn about English. Have a good day.